奥运冠军刘美贤父亲阿瑟·刘在美国国会的证词，主要讲述中国如何派人在旧金山监视他们的故事。需要懂点英文，我就不翻译了。补充说明一下，他们家被中共盯上的可不是一点点的时间。他以前说过的，他还帮助过的中国间谍是个华裔，但是他这次在国会听证的说的那个要他的护照啊什么这些 information 的这个间谍后来被 FBI 抓住的还不是一个华人，还是一个西方人的名字，所以他们家是重点的监视对象。好嘞。
Like many refugees, I believed that once I arrived in America, I had left political persecution behind me. But an incident in late 2021 proved me wrong. To explain what happened, I must tell you a little bit about my daughter, Alyssa Liu. Alyssa recently won 2 gold medals for the United States of America at the 2026 Winter Olympic Games. Before that, she became the youngest U.S. women's champion in history when she won the U.S. figure skating championships at the ages of 13 and 14. She set records as the youngest female skater in history to ever land a triple axel in international competitions at the age of 12. And she was the first female skater in history to have landed a triple axel and a quadruple jump in the same competition program. In 2021, it was clear that she was on her way to represent the United States of America in the 2022 Winter Olympic Games in Beijing, China. Alyssa posted a piece of news about the human rights violations in Xinjiang back in 2018 when she was only 12, 13 years old. And I guess the Chinese government never forgot about that. And since she was most likely going to Beijing for the Olympic Games, I may also be going as well. So they were concerned. One day in late October or early November in 2021, I received a phone call. The caller identified himself as an official from the U.S. Olympic Committee, and he told me that he was conducting international travel preparedness and needed my passport and Alyssa's passport. He gave me a fax number for me to fax our passports to him, and I told him I would do it the next day. I never did. I was smarter than that. But later on, I got a phone call. Just a few days later, I got a phone call from the FBI, and he told me he needed to meet with me. And I met him at a Starbucks. He told me that a Chinese spy acting on behalf of the Chinese government was already in the San Francisco Bay Area. That was in early November 2021. He would be tracking my movement. He would be surveilling on my daily activities. He would be placing a GPS tracker on my car, and he would try to collect our personal information like social security numbers, and particularly our passport information. And the FBI told me to watch out for my surroundings and be careful. I was very worried when I heard the news because Alyssa was most likely going to Beijing. And I was also concerned that the spy might do something to her in the United States. At that time, Alyssa was competing in Japan. So the next day, she came back to America I took her away from the San Francisco Bay Area to another location for training. As we were boarding the plane, and I received a phone call from the FBI. He told me that the spy was right on his way to our house. And I couldn't believe it. It was like a scene right out of the movie. It could not have been so coincidental that we were boarding the plane and the spy was right on his way to our house. The FBI agent informed me that they were ready to arrest those spies acting on behalf of the Chinese government at that time. But as a father, I was terrified for the safety of Alisa when she goes to Beijing to compete for the United States of America. So I told them, can you please wait until she comes back from the Olympic Games? And the FBI said yes. And I also requested additional security for Alisa. When she was in Beijing, she was accompanied at all times by 2 adults from venues to venues throughout the Olympic Games. On March 16, 2022, the Department of Justice announced criminal charges against the spies. One of them was Matthew Zebros, the guy who called me, posing as an official from the U.S. Olympic Committee, and who spied on me in the San Francisco Bay Area. When the news came out, a neighbor from my office came over and told me. And he told me that he had seen this guy, Matthew Zebros, many times. He was lingering in the lobby right in front of my office.